Hello everyone and welcome to WorldLotteryPlayers.com, and today we're going to talk about choosing a game to play to boost your chances. So this basically means choosing a lottery game to play that will give you the best chance to win. It has easier odds than other games. That's because not all lottery games have an equal chance to win. Some are harder to win and some are easier to win. So let's see what we mean by that. So for example, with different lottery games, you pick different amounts of numbers. There's even some games where you pick only 3 numbers, and there's some games where you pick up to 5 numbers plus another one, like the Mega Ball and Mega Millions and Powerball, for example. So that's 6 numbers total. And then the other thing is there's also a different range of numbers you might choose from. So in some games, you might choose only numbers between 1 and 50. Or even 1 and 40, it depends on the game you're playing. And some games, like the Powerball, you're going to choose 5 numbers from between 1 and 69. And the point is, the more numbers you have to choose, and the more possible numbers you can choose, like 1 to 69 as opposed to 1 to 50, the harder it is to win, the more possible combinations there are. And we can see that in the math. So for example here, if we had a game where we have to pick 5 numbers and we have 50 numbers to pick from, 1 to 50. Then we can calculate the odds of getting the jackpot, getting all 5 numbers correct. You would just do 1 out of 50 because the first number that you pick, you have a 1 out of 50 chance of getting the right number or matching a number. Then the second time you pick, you can't pick the same number twice on the same ticket, so the second time will be 1 out of 49, and so on until you pick the 5th number. And so you would just use this equation. And so in that game, to get the jackpot, if you play just one ticket, then you have a 1 in about 312 million chance of winning the jackpot on one ticket. Of course, if you play more tickets and you pick different numbers on each ticket, then you can make your odds better. Every ticket will reduce the odds, meaning make it easier to win, but it's still difficult. You'd have to buy a lot of tickets to have a good chance. Then let's use a real world example. So the Powerball. So the Powerball, you choose 5 numbers from 1 to 69, and then you choose one Powerball number, which is 1 to 26. So then the equation is a little different. So instead of 1 out of 50 on the first one, it's going to be 1 out of 69, because there's 69 numbers to choose from. And then 1 out of 68 and 1 out of 67, because for the same thing, if I pick one of the 69 numbers with my first pick, I can't pick that same number in the second number that I choose, so therefore there would be 68 numbers to choose from until I pick all 5 numbers. So that gives us a much harder, actually, because there's more numbers to choose from. Even though we're picking 5 numbers, just like the first game, there are 69 numbers to choose from, not 50. So that makes the odds much harder. So for one ticket, as you can see, the odds are they're a little bit more than 1 in 86 billion. So that's it's tough. That's why obviously most people, they go their entire lives without winning the Powerball jackpot, even if they play often or even every drawing. But some people, they get lucky. That's why we're here. Then, of course, the odds to get that plus the Powerball itself is 1 in 26. So you would actually multiply this number by 1 in 26 to get the full odds of getting all the possible maximum jackpot from the Powerball. If you match all 5 numbers, plus you match the Powerball number, which is 1 out of 26. And that's even harder to do, obviously, than 1 out of 86 billion. So that's the bottom line. So when you are trying to, if you want to, try to find a game that you can more easily win or more often win, then you should choose a game that has either you choose less numbers or there are fewer numbers to choose from, like 1 in 50 or less, or some combination. You can use this kind of formula to figure out the odds of getting the jackpot in whatever lottery game you're looking at. So go ahead and try and do that. Go to the rules page of any lottery game that you know or that you like or that you're interested in possibly playing, and you can calculate these odds there. And I encourage you to do that if you're interested in it, and you can compare them. And if your goal is to try to win, even if the jackpot might be smaller, like in a local game or a small game in your country or something like that, you can get a better chance to win something than if you play the Powerball or the Mega Millions, for example. You can get a huge jackpot. You could win hundreds of millions of dollars, $1 billion, or even more. But it's going to take more time and more effort to try to win that because it's harder. The odds are harder. So please, if you know any games, if you look up the odds of your games and want to compare them, please comment below and subscribe. And please watch this channel for more lottery-related content. And thank you for coming to World Lottery Players. Also, you can see this article on worldlotteryplayers.com. It's called Choosing a Game to Play to Boost Your Chances, and it summarizes what I said in this video. Alright, thanks. Take care.